sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Troy Trojans, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Troy's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back.
There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play, breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Troy. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with him. Here right out of the gate.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Kick is in the air. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hold and finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Give him 88 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Let's talk for a minute about the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back to throw, it's Klein. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of him, and then bursting through. And then we're only in the first half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fakes the grab on the left. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Picked off to stop the threat. He stopped at the 19-yard line. Inside the 20. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Klein. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They punted away on 4th down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the...
Breaks into the open. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Peterson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the read. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Number 12, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Klein. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gets the back moving. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Boone. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ives. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success.
He's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Got a man. It's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. To the air, it's Klein. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. To the air. It's Griffin. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Takes a snap, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Hayes. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Knowles. Got some room in under the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the 2nd half if they want to win this football game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. Tripped up for the tackle. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Griffin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hayes. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wide receiver going in motion. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touch. Nebraska. And the comeback is on. lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Man, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 30 over Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Grab near the marker. It's Hayes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He leaves it with the back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Griffin. Dances away. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. You've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll run it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
By the receiver. And he's tackled at the 41.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Trojans are on the move. Give to the running back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quick completion on the out route. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 3.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Huskers moving quickly to the line. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going.
There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finding open areas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finding an escape route. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Nebraska, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Klein. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.